Willis is breaking her silence finally. Fani Willis has been all up in the headlines, but there's been a little bit of a lull. But now there's a major announcement regarding Fani Willis's replacement. And we got a lot to talk about here today, guys. So Georgia District Attorney Fani Willis, she is set to party in Miami while she declined an invitation for a debate. Now, it makes you wonder. Now, just to make it clear, this is absolutely happening, guys. Fani Willis is set to party in Miami while she declined an invitation. Now, you got to wonder, why is this happening, right? Now, instead of proving that, she's worthy of re-election, Fani Willis has instead decided to attend an event in Miami that features cocktails and conversations. And apparently this has both critics and supporters disappointed, because a debate would actually prove so much more to the people. Now, I think this just proves how Fani Willis looks at the importance of her constituents, of her people. And this is probably why former President Donald Trump is so eager to debate with former president or current president, President Biden. Because Donald Trump, he knows that he can challenge Biden's faculties even more and would literally put him on blast on a national platform. Now, with Fani Willis, though, it looks as though she's using her case with Donald Trump to say that, she's going to be a little bit disadvantaged if she took this offer. But I'm going to tell you guys exactly what she said about it later. But rumors are already swirling around the DA's office that she's trying to now protect her image. Now, what do you guys think about that? Should Fani Willis be worried about protecting her image now after all of this stuff has come out? Or is Fani Willis's image already destroyed? In the comments down below, just if you think Fani Willis's image is already destroyed, just type destroyed in the comments down below. Now, the question is, really at this point, what's left of her image, right? Now, let me see who's in the live right now with us right now. We got Terry Strauss, we got Queen, we got Guadalupe Rubino. What's going on, man? We got Keenan Ripon, awesome. Stephen Kyle, Margaret Owens, awesome. Yeah, so I think her image is quite tarnished to begin with already. Now, this is adding to the many issues that have been coming out of the Georgia election interference case against Donald Trump, okay? In fact, experts predict that Fani Willis may soon be out of the picture, as many of her opponents are already gearing up to remove and even replace her from office. Take a listen.
There are now two people officially eyeing to replace Fani Willis as Fulton County's district attorney. 11 Alive was at the Capitol when Democrat Christian Wise Smith filed his paperwork. He ran against Willis 4 years ago, but today he said this doesn't mean that he's 100% committed to challenging her in the May Democratic primary election.
Right now, we're just weighing our options, man. And this was a necessary step, to put our hat in the ring, should we decide to do that. And then, y'all will be the first to know once we make that call.
Courtney Kramer is shaping up to be the Republican challenger. She actually interned in the White House counsel's office under former President Donald Trump for 3 months in 2018. After filing her paperwork, she took a shot at DA Willis.
You should be prosecuting crimes, putting criminals behind bars, and keeping Fulton County safe. And I'm not scared to run against Fani Willis, but what I am scared of is the Fulton County I am seeing under her leadership right now.
Wow.
And DA.
Wow. So this is very similar to what's happening in New York right now with AG, Attorney General Letitia James, and District Attorney General or a District Attorney Alvin Bragg. That essentially the same idea is echoing throughout their state. In fact, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, he criticized Alvin Bragg for downgrading the 50% of felonies down to misdemeanors. It's ridiculous. But meanwhile, Alvin Bragg somehow came up with this wonderful, brilliant idea of, taking Donald Trump's misdemeanor and upgrading it to a felony, even though he's taken 50% of felonies and downgraded them to misdemeanors. So it's very obvious what his goal is here. Now, with Georgia, we all know that Fani Willis's office is also taking on a case against rapper named Young Thug. Now, Assistant Attorney General Adrian Love seems to be very distracted with other things as she's been handing in evidence late. In fact, this was such a big deal. This was such a problem that this led to the judge in that case saying that the evidence was inadmissible. All right. Now, if you guys did not see that case, if you guys did not see the circus of a case that took place, you cannot miss that video. I shared exactly what happened. If you guys want to check out that video after this one, make sure that you look at the live. It's like 2 lives back, and it basically says that the judge jumped out. The judge jumped up and shouted across the courtroom. It was crazy there. So if you haven't checked out that video, definitely check that one out after this one. But their very, very heated exchange actually went viral because Love showed extreme unprofessionalism by shouting at the judge for this decision. Now, let me ask you guys, do you think that a Republican defense attorney could have gotten away with what was gotten away with during that testimony that day? Please just comment yes or no in the comment section down below, guys. I mean, it got crazy just to, I mean, for those of you guys who didn't see it, it got wild real fast that day. I literally thought that lawyer was going to get arrested, but no, she ended up getting away with it. Shout out to Lisa Schaefer. Thank you so much for the huge $2 super chat this morning. Thank you so much. God bless you. So yeah, so their exchange literally went viral because Love just showed extreme unprofessionalism by shouting at the judge for his decision, even claiming that their team was being punished. Now, do you guys remember anyone else who shouted in court and gotten away with it? Oh yeah, that's right. DA Fani Willis. In fact, there was even an instance where Fani Willis was kind of telling the judge how to do his job. Can you believe that? And what happened after that? Willis, she was just barely reprimanded. Lisa Schaefer, thanks so much again for another $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Lisa Schaefer says hypocrisy. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, I guess, right? And it's so obvious at this point. And this is why these officials, they're getting all the heat, because critics are arguing that this is a concentrated effort to remove the former president from the ballots this November, because they wouldn't have gotten away with this kind of disrespect if they were Republicans. In fact, they want to create maximum election interference so that they cannot campaign. But, since we already talked about heat, let's go ahead and head over to Miami where this is actually happening. All right. So this is NABCO 2024. Okay. So basically it's a leadership summit and retreat all at the same time, right? And as you guys can see, it actually says the conversations. It's actually talking about the conversations like a second ago. It happened just a few days before the expected debate that Fani Willis was invited to attend. And what do you know? One of the special guests of this event is none other than Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. Now, it's supposed to be an event where you can kind of grow your network and have fun, right? But they're also having music by DJ Bo Weezy. I don't know who this guy is, but apparently he's planning to turn this place up. He's a DJ that's said to have party goers dancing all night. So we may actually, hopefully, catch some clips of Fani shaking that fanny during that party in Miami. Now, I'm not sure, though, if this particular party has a higher priority than a debate to prove how fit you are to serve your constituents. Now, I would love to know about that one. Let me see. Pauline in the comments says she fired an employee of hers and police took her out. She knew Fani spent the funds not the way that she was supposed to. I appreciate your comment. I see you guys in the comments here. So now here's the question. Do you feel as if this is more important, this party in Miami? Do you feel like this is more important than debating future contenders who are preparing to remove or replace you from office? Just comment yes or no down below if you think that party is more important than debating to keep your job, basically. Because these events and these parties, they happen very frequently, especially regarding Parties happen all the time, right? But elections, they don't happen all the time. So I would think that debating to leading up to your election would be more important than some party in Miami. But what do y'all think? But you might be asking yourself, well, maybe Fani Willis has a real good reason as to why she can't attend a debate, but somehow manages to have the time to party in Miami, right? Well, here's what her office had to say. Here's what Fani Willis's office had to say, right? They went and said that we understand that she can't insist that panelists and her opponent avoid certain subjects, and consequently, her participation means likely repeatedly being unable to respond to questions, as well as risking saying something that the defense counsel could make an issue in an ongoing litigation. Okay. So suddenly they're concerned about what they may say in a public forum that could be later used in an ongoing litigation. Kind of late for that. What do y'all think? I mean, what she said at the church, what she said at the women's award ceremony, all of that is, I guess, water under the bridge. Not so fast, Fani. Anyway, so the ongoing litigation that they're referring to would be the election interference case and the one with Young Thug. So, all of this is coming out, and finally, I think she's starting to feel the heat of the flames beneath her fanny. Although this problem can easily be solved if they put in parameters beforehand of topics that are off limits. All of these have led to some critics actually saying that the district attorney's office is very disrespectful and is not used to not getting exactly what they want. In fact, the debate invitation came from the Atlanta Press Club, and to say that they're disappointed would be an understatement, guys. In fact, according to them, any qualified candidate should be able to participate in the debate series, especially since they believe that it's the responsibility of people running for public office to answer questions about their local media that would help them to get their voters informed before they cast their ballots. Now, some analysts believe that Fani Willis is particularly worried about a few topics that might come up in these debates, okay? There's one that involves open records requests from America First Legal. So Willis's office shot down the request and said that their office is not an entity that can be sued. Can you believe this? Apparently they're above the law, or at least they think they're above the law. So the reason for this request is to confirm exactly what kind of communication was taking place between the White House and Fani Willis's office prior to former President Donald Trump's indictment. Now, it's also a concern that has been raised by Representative Jim Jordan. All right. Now, you guys remember how Jim Jordan was pressing Fani Willis for these documents, right? Asking them about the details of their investigation and charges against Donald Trump. Well, Fani Willis says that the records being asked for are exempted from the disclosure under the plain language of the Open Records Act. Sure, buddy. Alluding to the fact that they exist, but they just can't show it to the American people. Now, besides that, there's also the issue of her and former lead prosecutor Nathan Wade allegedly misusing federal funds. But despite all of this, she continues to draw praise from her peers. Matter of fact, just recently, Fani Willis was awarded with the Woman of Influence Award at the Cobb County Democratic Committee annual fundraising gala. All right. Critics of Fani Willis point to her battle against Donald Trump as the reason for this recognition. Democrats seem to be very focused on removing the former president from the 2024 presidential elections. This includes Jack Smith, Letitia James, and Alvin Bragg. So what do you guys think here? I mean, like, there are some who feel as if Fani Willis is getting closer and closer to being disqualified herself from the election interference case. C. Allen, what is going on? C. Allen 1950, thank you so much for the big, huge $4.99 super chat this morning. I appreciate the support. God bless you, my friend. So this looks like an absolutely huge win for Donald Trump if it actually happens. But until then, you know, I'll definitely keep y'all posted. But let me see what you guys are saying in the comments here. C. Allen 1950 says, thank you so much for your great channel and insights. I haven't disagreed with you yet. I appreciate that, my man. My friend, I'm not sure. But I will say, even if you disagree with me, we can still be friends. We're probably not going to agree on everything. There's a lot of different things that we cover and different insights, but I do try to give you guys the facts, a little bit of opinion here and there. But ultimately, I want to just keep y'all informed so you can make your own decisions. We got Matt and Robin's Carp Adventures. We got Angel Native. What's going on, everyone? Wendy Girl 1958. By the way, if you guys did not check out that video, I did a live just a couple lives back. It actually says judge jumps up and shouts on camera after Fani Willis, prosecutor, almost got arrested live on air. You guys got to see that one. Basically, one of Fani Willis's, I think she's a prosecuting attorney. Anyway, she and the judge go back and forth. Judge jumps up. It literally goes berserk in there. So make sure to check that video out after this one. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. I'm already working on the next video for you guys. So if you haven't already, do please hit the like button for the video. Share this video on Facebook and Twitter. Check out that previous video, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe.